Hello everyone, welcome to Folk Songs with Streetwise Live. What's happened? It's not working. I thought I was a master, a past master at the guitar. Turns out I'm not a master and I am past it. Welcome everybody. Why am I talking like this? Because we are doing folk songs this week. Yes, folk songs, and that's all about the regional areas of the country. And I come from Bristol, so I used to talk like that, you see, and all my friends talk like that. But I cannot play the guitar, so I'm going to put that down and say hello to everybody, give you all a big wave in Newcastle, Gateshead, Teesside, Middlesbrough, Manchester, London, and of course, Ayot Middox, locally here in Nottingham. My name is Tim, if you didn't know, and I'm one of the Streetwise leaders for Nottingham. And yeah, we're doing folk songs this week. Rob and I thought it would be a really nice idea. Why folk songs? Because they're kind of the backbone of all music, really. They inspired so many composers, so many classical composers. So today we're going to look at some folk songs. We're going to look at a folk song that's been rewritten by our lovely Streetwise participants, and we're also going to look at some and how they've affected classical composers. But first, in traditional style, and why don't we do it West Country style, okay? And we're going to do our Celebrate Streetwise. All right, here we go. Just get moving a bit, get the blood flowing. Celebrate Streetwise, Ori, my lover, is what we say in Bristol. Celebrate Streetwise, Ori, my lover. Oh yes, one more time, keep moving. Celebrate Streetwise, alright, my lover. That's it, just get everything moving. Fantastic. Well, welcome to Wednesday's session. And, oh, Caroline, today is my birthday. Well, I think, say no more, everybody. Here we go. After 3, 1, 2, Caroline. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Caroline. Happy birthday to you! Congratulations, Caroline. I hope you have a wonderful day today. Oh, how lovely. We miss you. Great. Okay, so folk songs, yes. What is a folk song? Well, what defines it? A folk song really is a song that's not been composed in the traditional way. It's just been made up by somebody, made up and handed down. It was never written down, and generally people sort of did them when they were working to raise their spirits as a kind of communal thing. If you think of the Bella Ciao we did recently, that was the women working in the rice fields, and that really was there to kind of give them a bit of rhythm, help them raise their spirits. Okay, and obviously often talks about nature, talks about love. They're very regional, but then you get the same song different in different regions, and we'll kind of see that a bit today as well. And of course, we've got our own Streetwise folk song that you guys have written the words to, so we're going to look at that very, very shortly. But first of all, we're just going to do a quick warm up today. So stand up if you can, and as always, you're going to stand with your feet shoulder width, hip width apart, and just get yourself really well balanced on both sides. Okay. I'm just going to shake your right hand and shake your left hand. That's it. Okay. And rub your arms, give your arms a bit of, let's get a bit of blood flowing. Slap your cheeks, not too hard. Just feel the blood there, feel the tingle. Great. Now, you're going to lift the shoulders up, hold it, and then as you release, just breathe out. Fantastic. We'll do that again. Lift the shoulders. And release and breathe out. Great stuff. And now we're going to do a shoulder roll. So just get those shoulders cracking a little bit. So we're going to go backwards, up and backwards. Fantastic. And up and backwards. good stuff. And then we're going to go forwards, lift them up, roll them forwards, and lift up, and roll them forward. Good. One more thing, we're just going to lift the right hand, shake it as you lift, and I want you to breathe in as you lift the right hand. Okay, we're going to breathe in, and breathe out. And the left hand lifted in, lift it up, breathe in, and breathe out. One more time, lift it up, breathe in, and breathe out. Fantastic. Give yourself a good shake all over. Now, we always say this, but it's very important. We all need the blood flow, we need the movement, and we need the oxygen to kind of go into our system and really down into the system. And one thing I wanted to do with everyone today was just to do a little bit of work on your breathing. So, what I want you to do is to find your ribs. Now, your ribs, your lowest ribs are right down here, only a couple of inches below, a little bit of puppy fat there in between, and they're right down there. So put your thumbs at the back, and I want you to feel your ribs there. So you're sitting straight, you're sitting on both your sitting bones, and you're sitting straight, and we're just going to open up this area a little bit, okay? So you're going to breathe out, and hopefully feel your ribs go in. Then you're going to relax, and you're going to breathe in, and just, can you see that? And it's just opening out there. So you're just going to do that, okay? So you're going to breathe out, feel that go in. And then when you breathe in, just try and move your hands out with your ribs. And we're just going to try and keep that slight bit more open position, okay? So when we do our warm-up, singing warm-ups in a second, you're just going to do them from that position. So this is going to be a little bit more open, and we're going to go, okay? So keep your hands on your ribs. Open it up, and here we go. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe. And breathe. And breathe. Keep it open here, and breathe. Breathe. Maybe one more, go on. And excellent. Hopefully everything's kind of warming up now. And lovely to hear from you, Caroline. Oh, I hope you have a fantastic day. So, folk songs. Oh, I have to show you. I have got my sandals on today, by the way. Yes. Well, it's folk songs, isn't it? No stereotypes here. Now, yes, so folk songs. Now, we're going to start with this amazing thing. So, we set you the task of writing your own words to the tune that Rob sang on Monday. And you've just come up with the most amazing words. They're fantastic. Now, it's a happy day and it's a sad day today because we're celebrating Caroline's birthday, and we're also remembering Mickey, who passed away recently and whose funeral was yesterday. And I know that you wrote these words as a tribute to Mickey, which is such a lovely, lovely idea. And those of you who knew him, I hope this is meaningful for you. So, if you remember the tune, it went like this. Lovely tune, and you came up with these fantastic words. So it goes. 1, 2, 3. The summer is falling, restrictions are falling, our lives are now changing. What will life be? Will we all sing again? Will Streetwise begin again? time to bring Streetwise back to our streets. That's a lovely kind of message of hope, and it's very much about now, about the time now, about how you're feeling about now, about Streetwise, which is exactly what folk songs have always been about. So let's just do that. We'll just go through it phrase by phrase. So I'll do one phrase and then you can sing it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. The summer is calling, restrictions are falling. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. The summer is calling, restrictions are falling. Next line. 2, 3. Our lives are now changing. What will life be? 1, 2, 3. Our lives are now changing. What will life be? Okay, let's try all that together. 1, 2, 3, 4. The summer is calling, restrictions are falling. Lives are now changing. What will life be? Great. Then we've got the next bit. I'll sing it. 2, 3, 4. Will we all sing again? Will Streetwise begin again? Let's try that. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Will we all sing again? Will Streetwise begin again? Got that? And then the last one. It's time to bring Streetwise back to our streets. 2, 3, 4. It's time to bring Streetwise back to our streets. Let's try the whole thing. 2, 1, 2, 3. The summer is calling, restrictions are falling. Our lives are now changing. What will life be? Will we sorry, we'll do that again. 2, 3, 4. Will we all sing again? Will Streetwise begin again? It's time to bring Streetwise back to our streets. Fantastic. So, I hope you're all singing along with that. Now, I thought we'd kind of make it a little bit more interesting. So, because also that's quite low. So, if those of you who are comfortable singing down there, the dimmer is calling, restrictions are falling, our lives are not changing. What will life be? You carry on doing that. But if you want to learn a little bit a higher one, and remember, you can always go back afterwards and look at the video and learn the higher one and sing which either one you want to do. The higher one goes like this. The summer is calling, restrictions are falling. Should we try that? 1, 2, 3. The summer is calling, restrictions are falling. I like it. Then it's, our lives are now changing. What will life be? Try that. 2, 3. Our lives are now changing. What will life be? You got it. Put those two together. We get this. 2, 3. The summer is calling. Restrictions are falling. Our lives are now changing. What will life be? It kind of follows the same shape, but it's just a little bit higher. So then the when will we sing again? Will we all sing again? Starts up here and goes. Will we all sing again? Will Streetwise begin again? Let's try that. Hey. 1, 2, 3. Will we all sing again? Will Streetwise begin again? And then it's time to bring Streetwise back to our streets. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. It's time to bring Streetwise back to our streets. So let's try the whole of the higher one. 1, 2, 3. The summer is calling, restrictions are falling, our lives are now changing. What will life be? Will we all sing again? Will Streetwise begin again? It's time to bring Streetwise back to our streets. Fantastic. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to do the whole thing. Some of you can sing the lower part, some of you can sing the higher part with me. I'm going to sing both parts. How does he do that? Well, ask Ed Sheeran. So I've recorded the first bit. So we're going to do it 4 times through. First time we'll just do the lower part, and then we'll add the higher part in on the second time through. So the higher part we'll just sing it 3 times. The lower part we'll do it 4 times. Here we go. Are you ready? With the guitar. The summer is calling, restrictions are falling, our lives are not changing. What will life be? Will we all sing again? Will Streetwise begin again? It's time to bring Streetwise back. Here we go. Top nights. The summer is calling, restrictions are falling, our lives are not changing. What will life be? Will we all sing again? Will Streetwise begin again? It's time to bring Streetwise back to our streets. The summer is calling, restrictions are falling, our lives are not changing. What will life be? Will we all sing again? Will Streetwise begin again? It's time to bring Streetwise back to our streets. Last time! The summer is calling, restrictions are falling, our lives are not changing. What will life be? Will we all sing again? Will Streetwise begin again? It's time to bring Streetwise back to our streets. Fantastic, well done, and well done for coming up with those wonderful words, and what a lovely tribute to Mickey. The thing about folk music is it got very, I mean, it's been going for years, but it got very popular at the start of the 20th century, and there was a whole rise in kind of nationalism, and people wanted to kind of go back to the national roots of things, and also to kind of go back to the roots, really, back to the grassroots. And there's a very famous guy called Cecil Sharp. He was a composer and teacher, and he went around the country with a piece of paper and wrote down all the tunes. Just got people to sing folk songs, you know, went to the pub, went to the farms, got people to sing. So he collected loads of the folk tunes that we know today. And it's kind of all connected with, there was a thing called the arts and crafts movement, which was all kind of going back to human skills. It's a bit like today, really, like, you know, having to be in lockdown, kind of going back to nature, having to do your own cooking, making, sewing and all that. All those skills which were kind of being lost in the industrialization, they were all kind of coming back again. And I just wanted to show you this picture. So this is a cemetery, a local cemetery. And the artist, and this is again about exactly the same time, she got all the locals to come and help her. She sort of taught them. She was kind of like the lead person, but it was a real community effort and to decorate this church. And this is the result, and it's quite astonishing. It's kind of very in that style, Art Nouveau, which is the style at the time, but also kind of there's Celtic things going on. That's amazing. And if you see the next picture, which is the outside, they even helped in all the stonework here. And then the next picture, I think, is of the door. It's called the Watts Chapel. Go and have a look at it. But I saw, in a way, it's like Streetwise. It's like, you know, you guys coming up with your words to celebrate Mickey's life, and you know, that was very much the thing, and it's very much in the folk song tradition. So what I wanted to do now is look at another folk song. This is quite a famous one. It's called Whaley Whaley, and beautiful tune. And so this, well, it was he copied it in Somerset, so it was obviously alive in Somerset. It's also been found in Scotland, so that's what I mean, and you'll get a slightly different version. So this version, so it's about nature, but it's also about love. And it's a beautiful, beautiful song. I'll just sing a little bit to you. So it goes, the water is wide, I cannot get o'er, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that will carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. Very simple, beautiful, absolutely beautiful melody. But it's got a lovely kind of pastoral feel, hasn't it, really? Let's learn that very quickly. So the first phrase is, the water is wide, I cannot get all. Let's try that together. 1, 2. The water is wide, I cannot get all. We'll do that again. 1, 2. The water is wide, I cannot get all. The next phrase. And neither have I wings to fly. Let's try that. 1, 2. And neither have I wings to fly. And then it goes, just starts to go up the bit. Then give me a boat that will carry two. Give me a boat that will carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. Yeah. And both shall row, my love and I. Let's try the whole thing. After 2. 1, 2. The water is wide, I cannot get on, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that will carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to sing 3 verses of it. That's the tune. But what happened was, like 30, 40 years later, along came Benjamin Britten, who you may have known, and he did a lot of settings. So somebody like a classical composer came along and he reset these, and it completely changes his mood. It makes it into this really kind of haunting love song. So I thought we'll try that with so it's slightly higher, but we're going to try it with the Benjamin Britten accompaniment and see how you think it is, because it just completely changes it. So that's kind of the meeting of folk music and classical music. Here we go. First one again, and then we'll go on to the next 2 verses. Exactly the same tune. Here we go. And 1, 2. The water is wide, I cannot get home, and neither have I wings to fly. Give me a boat that will carry two, and both shall row, my love and I. Verse 2. Go. Oh, down in the meadows the other day, a gathering flowers both fine and gay, a gathering flowers both red and blue. I little thought what love can do. Verse 3. Here we go. And 1, 2. Love is handsome and love is fine, and love's a jewel while it is new, but when it is old it groweth cold and fades away like morning dew. And you see, it completely changes the nature of it. It becomes this very, very haunting, but very beautiful. So you can look that up. It's called Oh Waly Waly, this song, which kind of literally means oh woe is me, oh waly waly. But the Britten setting is really beautiful. So moving on, another famous composer who was really influenced by folk music was Vaughan Williams, and he wrote a set of songs of travel, and the first one is called The Vagabond. And the vagabond really means, it's not the meaning today, but it's the wanderer, the person who really wants to be outside, loves the outdoor life. And it was a poem by Robert Louis Stevenson. It's kind of in the folk song style. All his music was really, because he collected folk songs as well. But we're just going to have a quick look at this to finish the session, okay? It's very rousing. The Streetwise Nottingham guys know this one. And it goes like this. Give to me the life I love, let the lave go by me. Let's try that. 2, 3, 4. Give to me the life I love, let the lave go by me. Same tune, slightly higher. Give the jolly heaven above, and the byway nigh me. Let's try that. 2, 3, 4. Give the jolly heaven above, and the byway nigh me. Next phrase. Bed in the bush with stars to see. Try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bed in the bush with stars to see. And then same tune but lower. Bread I dip in the river. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bread I dip in the river. And then the big phrase, and this is where you really need to keep this open up and breathe. There's a life for a man like me. That's your money phrase. 2, 3, 4. There's a life for a man like me. And then it ends lower again. There's the life forever. Let's try that. 2, 3, 4. There's the life forever. That's great. There's a second verse, exactly the same tune. So I think we should just go for it. And Caroline says, I love this song. Well, Caroline, this is my birthday present to you to be able to sing this song. So here we go. Oh, and we can do a bit of opportunity for a little bit of bad acting. We can do a little bit of walking on the spot. This guy, he just loves to be outdoors, and he can't bear to be inside. Give to me the life I love. Let the lave go by me. That means let life just wash over me. Okay. All he wants is the heavens above. He doesn't want a ceiling. He doesn't want walls. He just wants to be outdoors. Okay. Here we go. Are you ready? Verse 1 first. You can hear the marching in the music. Not marching, but trudging. Get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give to me the life I love. Let the lave go by me. Give the jolly heaven above, and the byway nigh me. And in the bush with stars to see. Bread I dip in the river. Breathe. There's a life for a man like me. There's the life forever. A bit of walking on the spot. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let the blow fall soon or late. Let what will be of me. Give the face of earth around, and the road before me. Wealth I seek, not hope, nor love, nor a friend to know me. All I seek the heaven above, and the road below me. Marvellous. Fantastic. Have we got time to sing happy birthday once more to Caroline? I'm sure we have. Come on, let's go for it. 2, 3. Thank you all very much. Hope to see you soon. Have a lovely day, Caroline. Have a great week, everybody else. Bye-bye.